Yo, so what did you think of the new Super Mario Brothers movie?
Okay, so first off, the animation looks a lot better than I expected. So that's cool. Uh the comedy seems to be up my alley with like the kind of wacky, silly, like deadpan kind of delivery stuff.
Hmm?
And overall, I think it's looking good.
Yeah,
Other than Chris Pratt not even trying.
yeah, yeah. I
Those
mean,
interviews just feel like a lie at this point. He was like, "Oh, I'm so happy with the voice I've decided on for this iconic character." It's like, but it's just your voice. You're just Chris Pratt the Mario. What voice?
I think that's sort of like what everybody thought about
Yeah,
like was everyone's concern was, okay, can he actually voice act? Because
yeah.
we
Is
know
he
he
gonna be
can't.
Chris Pratt, or is he gonna be Mario?
Yeah, right.
And then we got our answer.
Yeah, we definitely got our answer, but the art style looks great,
Yeah.
and I think they did a really great
Everyone else
job with
seems
it.
to be bringing their A game though. Like Jack Black, doing killing it as Bowser.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I wasn't sure how he was gonna do, but he does a really great like giant monster guy. I mean, I've never actually seen him voice act besides Kung Fu Panda. Um,
They're great movies
yeah, they're great movies.
for some reason.
Yeah, right. It's such a weird
They looked like the
concept.
stupidest fucking movies ever, and then I was just like, "Oh man, I love these movies." That's weird.
Yeah, man. But I think it's gonna actually be good, but I think that
I'm
what's gonna wind
hopeful.
up happening is I think Chris Pratt is gonna wind up like phoning it in.
He
I think
has been the last couple movies he was in. He's just been doing like nothing. Maybe he's just fed up with like movies. I don't know.
it could be. I mean, some people just make too many movies and they could reach burnout, whatever it may be.
Yeah,
Um,
I think he has reached burnout because he's been too popular. It's like he's in everything.
he is. He is definitely in everything. But I definitely don't think he was trying. I think Jack Black was good. I would like to hear Luigi's voice, even though I think it's just going to be Charlie Day's voice.
It's
Um,
probably just gonna be Charlie Day's voice. Yeah.
I kind of wish, part of me wishes that they just kept Charles Martinet, but I mean, Mario doesn't talk, so it's
Yeah.
you
Well, the
know,
thing is Charles Martinet has like voice acted other characters in like cartoons and stuff. So I don't see why he couldn't just dial it down like a little bit so it wouldn't be like obnoxious and then we just have a good Mario voice. I don't
yeah.
know.
Um, I also think that um, man, I'm curious to see how this plays out. I honestly think that they're gonna do a great job. Um,
Yeah.
but I don't
Even though it's
know.
Illumination, that's kind of a red flag for me, but
Is
the
Illumination a
animation
bad
looks
studio?
good. I mean, they do the Minions movies, Despicable Me,
Hmm.
Adam's Family. Uh,
Okay, so
the Sing franchise.
well, you know what?
It's they don't have the best like movie pedigree, right? They're
Yes.
known for very lazy movies, and that's just kind of how it is.
Uh,
What?
Here we go. Sorry, I'm just trying to look something up here.
It's
The
93. Yeah, there it is.
It's fine. This trailer. Okay, I just want to point out that I mean, obviously, there's no threat. It couldn't have been worse than this movie. There's no way that it
Yeah.
could ever be as worse as the first Mario Bros.
But the
Uh,
thing about this movie, right,
mhm.
is it's so
Don't you
absurd
dare
and it's
defend this movie.
so it's so removed from like the source material
Yeah,
that I almost find it fun to watch because it's so stupid. it for me it transcends from like the this movie's just fucking garbage to this movie's so fucking garbage that I'm actually having fun watching it. So
I mean,
I just will defend this movie.
I
It's
d-
not a good movie, but it's funny in a really, really bad way.
I
It's so
think
bad, it's good phenomenon.
I think this is one of the worst movies I have ever seen. And that's just like kind of from like a major company. You know, not even
Yeah.
saying like low budget, but yeah, it just I remember actually like as a kid liking it though. I remember because I was like, oh, cool, it's like Mario. I didn't really think about it. But then as I got older, I'm like, oh. Um,
Oh no.
Also, I'm not surprised that the movie did poorly too, because this trailer is just horrible. They like
Yeah.
they didn't mix any of the audio. So there's just like whenever they talk, it actually plays the in-movie sound and it mixes it into the trailer music, right? So like
Yeah.
they just fucked it all up, man. It's insane. So basically they didn't give them they gave them the movie to cut up and make a trailer out of. They didn't give them like the scenes without sound in them. So it just makes up this like horrible Super Mario Brothers. Like they had no faith in this. Like it was just like,
I
from
mean,
the
it's a
get-go.
video game movie, you know, like
Yeah. I mean there's not much to go off of. Um but I don't think
they
I
even
don't
have to
think
make like their own world, right? Like
well, the problem is it's almost like how when um like there's like Japanese box arts and then there's like the American
yeah,
box art. You know how like
fighting
what
robot.
when yeah, Mega
Fighting
Man when we had like
robot.
yeah, Mega Man with a gun. Um that being a prime example, it's sort of like that where it's like America took the idea of what Mario Brothers was and then they Americanized it.
Yeah.
Um I don't know if you ever seen what's it called? You ever watched Tim Rogers?
Tim Rogers?
Yeah, Tim Rogers.
No, I don't think so.
So hold on, let me see. Tim Rogers, Boku. It it's fine. It's something you can probably look up on your own time. By the way, like
Okay.
in his actual uh review of a game, he made like this Japanese game about catching bugs. He made like an Americanized like box art illustration of it and how
Oh
like they
no.
made it like edgier. Um and it's actually really great, but I was just coming when I think about the original 93 Mario Bros, it just kind of it's what comes to mind is the Americanization of it. And there's no way that this new movie could be as bad as that. I just don't think it's going to happen. Um but yeah,
Yeah,
man.
I mean, it has like the lowest bar ever to like get past, so
Well, the other
it's
thing
got
too,
its work cut out for it, honestly.
yeah, I mean, and as long as it okay, so the great part about it, and I can give it credit for this, is it's not a fish out of water story.
No.
It's not like the Sonic movies where it's super lazy
Yeah.
and they're just gonna rehash the same plot you've seen a million times. But the only thing is that this movie doesn't have Jim Carrey.
Yeah, well, so this could still be a fish out of water because
Don't
Mario
you say
is
that. There's no
this is
way.
Mario's like introduction to the Mushroom Kingdom, right? So we could have like this wacky,
Oh,
oh
yeah.
man, the Mushroom Kingdom is so weird
Yeah.
kind of stuff. So I wouldn't, I wouldn't say it's not a fish out of water story yet.
You're not wrong, and
Yeah,
I hate you for that because like
I know.
I didn't even think of the fact that it is a fish out of water story, but I'll give it credit for being in the same universe as Mario and not like as Sonic comes to our world or like how in Monster Hunter monsters came to our world. You know what I mean? Uh
Can we never talk about Monster Hunter? Thanks.
but yeah,
My
I'm
heart
definitely
bleeds.
I can't wait to see like how much details they put into this.
Yeah, I'm hoping
And
for a bunch of Easter eggs and fun stuff.
yeah, it's gonna be fun. And you know, I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think this is gonna be good as the Sonic movies. Have you ever seen Sonic 1 and 2?
I've seen Sonic 1. I have not seen Sonic 2. Sonic 1 was fine. I don't
Sonic
think it
2 is
was
good.
great, but Sonic 1 was fine. I think
I
Mario's design needs a little bit of work too.
Yeah, he definitely looks weird, but I don't know if
He's
they
not really Mario. Like his, I don't know, like his eyes are a little weird.
he
He
has
doesn't have like,
lapels. I just noticed that he has lapels. I mean, not that it's the
yeah.
biggest deal. Weren't like people like I think on
He also has the red shirt with the collar. I don't know. It's just weird. I don't know. It's just some weird stuff going on. His body proportions seem off. Like
yeah.
he's weird. He's Mario, but not. He's kind of like a not necessarily a bootleg, right? Because they're
Mhm.
actually trying, but he's Mario, but a little bit off.
Yeah, for sure. Um